Hi, it's Wendy. I'm here today to show you these little envelopes that I've been making. They are made from book pages and these are music paper, and there's 3 of those, and I've just decorated them up with all bits out of my little box that I keep on my desk. And then they've got the little slide fasteners on there. I have shown you those before, and these are from larger book pages. Some I've just left, sorry, that's a music page, the botanical book. Some I've left plain on the back. I think this one I've just put a pocket in there, and they're great for just either adding into a side pocket of your journal, or this one I've just put a little flippy in that I made a while ago, not decorated up yet, it needs bits adding to it. Or you could put a notebook in like I have done with this one, just for an example. I've not decorated the notebook yet, but that just slots in there. So I think I'm going to make a few more of these and use them for putting my little notebooks in for next year, or for little gifts for people. So what we need, bear with me, is some large book pages like this. This is not too shiny, but quite shiny. I'm keeping that one because it's a nice double one. That makes a nice big pocket one to go in a journal. So I'm just rip one of these off. Very easy to make these. You just fold, fold roughly into 3. Not into 3, sorry, just so that the seam overlaps by about a good 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. Make sure the bottoms line up and fold. Nice crease. If I could find my bone folder. I told you I've lost 2 already. Then fold the bottom up. I just slide my nail up to the ruler and then fold it. Then give it a good crease down. And then the bottom, you can, the top, you can have as wide a flap as you wish. I have quite a wide one on this one. It's all just guesswork. I don't really measure anything. And then there's a little bit of cutting to do. So you want this flap to fold up to secure the side flap. So I'm just going to cut those and just angle a little bit on the bottom piece, and the same at this side. Cut that, and the same at the top here. Try and get this as straight as you can, because you are going to be able to see this piece. These are another thing that's good to have on stock, and then when you want them, you've got them all ready made. So I'm using this piece as a template to cut the angle, on this one. Get it at the same angle. Now I like the rough edge where I've torn it out the book. You might want to cut it off. Then you decide which piece you want on top. I think I'll just have the plain piece on top. Then glue it. And I put a bead of glue down this side as well. Stick those 2 down. And then glue on the bottom flap. And glue that down. So that's your pocket ready there, and that's your closure flap. So now we need some circles and a brad. Now I've got a little box of brads here. and it's a good way to use your odd brads up. Because I do parchment work, I usually use 4 brads, so I end up with odd ones that are left. So that's one that I'll use for this project. Then I need some little circles, and I use these as strengtheners. I need 2 for the top flap, and then I put a smaller one for the brad to go through. So I do this first. I'm going to glue the larger one on. I'll put it, I can't do it too far down because I need to open the brad, the legs inside. Then I'm going to put the brad through here. Then make a hole in the middle of this carefully so that you don't go right through to the other side. Put the brad in. Then I need to look inside and open it out, which isn't all that easy, but it can be done with a bit of patience. I think my poker tool might make it a little bit easier, she said. Oh, honestly, I did it all no problem last night. Isn't it always the way? Go on camera, put the camera on, and it all goes to pot. There we go. Then I like to put a piece of micropore tape. I'm just spreading the legs out there. A piece of sellotape would do, or this is like surgical micropore tape. And just cut a piece of that off, just to cover the legs on the inside. Then they don't hinder whatever you're putting, sliding into the pocket. So just, so you can see the legs spread inside there. So I'm just trying to get that over it as flat as I can. And then I stick one of these on the outside. If you hold it up to the light, you can see just through the paper, so that I can actually see where to stick it. If I couldn't see, if the paper was any thicker, I would punch a hole through these first, then punch a hole through this one and line them up. But I can just see if I hold that up to the window that that is lined up with the one on the top. And then I want to punch a hole, and I'm just using the smallest hole punch on the crocodile, which I've got it way off centre there, but it doesn't matter. Then I've got some lovely twine, multicoloured green and white twine. So I'm just measuring roughly so that it'll wrap right round and wrap round the loop there. That's more than enough there, plenty. So I'll just get it in half. Most of you have probably made loads of these before. But like I say, there is a couple of new ladies that follow me, so I'm just showing again. So that just goes round there, wraps round your envelope, and just goes under the little one there. And then it's just a matter of decorating up, just like these. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've just, while I've been off camera, cut a load of circles out with my circle punch. I'm not sure what size this is, it's probably about ½ inch. Just to replenish my box, ready for crafting tonight while the football's on. Right, we're going to decorate this envelope up and get my little trusty box of goodies out. Now these tickets I was sent in a swap, so I'm going to just make a sort of collage around doesn't have to be any specific theme really. I will stick to sort of ticket and botanical sort, you know, type. Right, I'll go off centre with that. Then we could have that flower, which I do quite like, but I may actually put it on the corner there. Like these could be glued into the book, so in that case you wouldn't decorate any of the back, but they could just be slotted in a pocket. So you may want to use some decoration on the reverse side. I might put some words on there. I did pull some words out from, there's all sorts of stuff in here. That would look nice actually on one of the envelopes when I make another one. Mushrooms, and let's just pull a few bits out, and I want some words. Some bits aren't suitable. In fact, they could do to go in the scrap box with my bits of lace, ready for when I'm doing a snippet roll. And I've got ink loaded up on this. This is pigment ink and it stays wet for quite a long time. Let's just stick that on there. But I'm not, I don't think, going to put any more on the back. I need to find some words. And we've got a mushroom book here. So I'll stick a mushroom on. Yeah. Like I say, I don't follow any design, or I just pull bits out of this box. In fact, I'm going to put it on this side and stick some numbers on. I love watching people on YouTube make masterboards and collage, because when I sit down and try to start doing it, I sort of get over-faced, but then it all seems to come together and it does look okay once it's finished. I did have some wider words, if you know what I mean. Well, no, you probably don't, but let me have a look. No, I'm just going to go with what I've got. Have patience. That would be quite a good one, wouldn't it? That's what I lack sometimes, patience. People always laugh when I say that I've no patience, because they say, well, you do crafting, so you must have lots of patience to be able to do what you do. And I have got patience when I'm doing this, but I don't think I've got much patience with sort of bad manners or bad treatment in a shop, you know, poor customer services. That gets my back up sometimes, I must admit. There's oh, and bad things on the road. I do get a bit of road rage, especially over here, because cycling is a big thing over here in Spain, and they do ride 2, 3 and 4 abreast sometimes, which can be really annoying, especially when there's a cycle path right at the side of them and then they stay on the road. It gets really frustrating. Now I think that is a sticker. I'm just going to try and peel it. Yes, it is. And I'm also going to put a bit of glue on as well. And I think I'm going to make that do. I try to overlap, then it sort of gives a flow to it, if you know what I mean. I think that will do. Okay. And next week's make video, I'm going to be doing the pockets like this. So you've got a pocket there, a pocket there, and a pocket there. It's like the pockets I made with the 12 by 12 papers, and this is again just using the book pages like these. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope you've enjoyed my little make video, and I shall see you next week. Bye.